rap on that like
damn, I ain't even know goat meant greatest of all time.
You know that?
No.
So when I heard that, I was a little confused, because this is a man who's used goat imagery in a way that at least initially suggested that he knew what goat stood for. But as I thought about this a little bit more, it started making a little bit more sense, right? Like, I think the first thing that came to mind that I think really started to get the wheels turning for me was Brandon Miller, who a while back said that Paul George was his GOAT instead of like LeBron or Jordan or someone, which I think was taken as a bit of trolling, right? Because he was eventually drafted by Michael Jordan's team, right? But it could also be took just to mean that Paul George is his favorite player, right? Like, he's my favorite player, therefore he is my GOAT. And in other uses of GOAT, like goated, right? If someone becomes goated, that doesn't necessarily mean they become the top dog, right? It could just mean that they've reached a point of being very good, right? And I feel like GOAT still does have that oneness to it. Like, in a lot of cases, there can only be one GOAT, but in a lot of other cases, right, GOAT can be multiple, right? We can have multiple GOATs at the same time, or multiple people can be GOAted at the same time. And at some point, it could be where GOAT loses that sort of intensity of being just a singular greatest of all time. And it becomes more and more common that GOAT means my favorite, or GOAT means very good, which isn't something that's new, right? Like, we've had words change meaning before. Like, nice used to mean like dumbass, and meat was originally like a general word for food, and then it got more specialized. And with something like GOAT, which I think is a bit newer and has spread a lot through the internet, I feel like something similar is happening with GOAT that's happening with AF, which stands for as fuck. Because when Minute Maid launched their Aguas Frescas, they were really playing with AF in the branding, right? Like, we're kind of saying fuck, but really we're not really, because Agua Frescas, right? And the reason that they were able to get away with this, I think, is because AF has become just more of a general intensifier, and the fuck part of as fuck doesn't really come through as strong now as it might have done in the past. And I think GOAT might be weakening to a point where people recognize that this word means very good in different contexts, but might not immediately grasp that it stands for greatest of all time, because so many people is GOATs at the same time.